Hi, this is Coral Beach reporting for the Packer. I recently attended the Center for Produce Safety's 4th Annual Research Symposium. Following the symposium, I asked Center Executive Director Bonnie Fernandez-Finaroli to sit down with PMA's Chief Science Officer Bob Whitaker and PMA's Vice President for Food Safety Jim Gorney to discuss the hot topics presented at the symposium. Here are Bonnie, Bob, and Jim.
There was a theme and a discussion about cut and cool time, and it really has caused a lot of pause and interest during our discussion. Perhaps you can explain that and what we've learned from it.
Yeah, at the end of the day, one of our most effective tools for maintaining the safety of the food is to make sure we cool it and keep it at the proper temperature. So this is another one of those cases where the best thing we can do for quality is get product harvested and into the cooler and down to temperature right away. And it turns out the same thing for food safety. So the faster we can get something in, get it into the cooler, the better microbial quality we also want to have too. And that's really important as we turn to looking to what we're going to do with washing that product going forward as well. And we learned some interesting things about washing the product too, and maybe Jim could expound upon that in terms of what wash water validation and verification look like.
Yeah, one of the key aspects that we talked about at this meeting was the term validation and making sure that your processes are in place, that they're doing what you think they're doing. And with regard to wash water sanitation, it's all about preventing cross-contamination. So you're making sure that there's no produce to water to produce contamination, where you can really spread that around. We've seen that at Jensen Farms with cantaloupe. We've seen that in other operations that have caused foodborne illness outbreaks, and it's really key to understanding that your process is doing what you think it's doing. First is validation with regard to knowing that the process can reduce that risk of cross-contamination, and then verifying, which is making sure that it's performing in a way that you understand and it's within the parameters that you think it's performing within.
I want to thank you both for taking some time and being here this afternoon, and I know that we're going to have a series of pieces of information yet to come, and I think there was a key statement actually throughout this conference made by a couple of individuals, and it says we deserve the right to get smarter. And each piece of knowledge that we have adds to that body of knowledge, and so we can get smarter and look forward and work on these really fairly difficult issues. Well, thank you both.
Be sure to watch the web for those research results. Center for Produce Safety is at cps.ucdavis.edu. Produce Marketing Association is at pma.com. Be sure to follow the Packer on Twitter and Facebook for all the latest fresh produce news.